Simon, how are you today, my friend?
Oh, hello. Hello. Terribly well.
Welcome everyone to Time Zones and Time Meters. You're with us this afternoon. The idiots from Australian and Swedish, right? That's where we're from. That's what we are.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a different type of episode today. That's right. Going to be looking at Zelda Ocarina of Time. We're going to be ranking the 12 songs that you learn on the Ocarina in the game. It's a bit different. It's a bit nerdy. It's a bit silly, but it's a game that both Simon and I had recently discovered. We both loved when we were younger. So yeah, thanks so much for joining us. And if this is your cup of tea, then awesome. Uh, I'm sure you'll fit right in.
Just to prove that I'm not a poser, or maybe I am still, but I also have the Goron on my arm, the Shadow Link here with the Deku Tree and King Zora. So I like this game.
Yeah, it's how we worked out that we were both fans of it. I just happened to see because you're always wearing your muscle tops and your singlets, my friend, and you were wearing, and I'm like, is that a Zora on your arm? So there you go. Oh, look at that.
Maybe I was wearing this when I was not wearing my singlets.
So
Yeah.
so what was your first experience with Zelda? Did you start on Ocarina? Did you start on some of the older stuff?
No, I absolutely started with Ocarina. It was like the Nintendo 64 was my first console that I had. I did not have a lot of TV growing up, so it was revolutionary just to have a video game
Yeah.
at all. And yeah, so like per definition, it was amazing. It took me probably like a year or maybe more until I finished it because, well, maybe lack of experience. Of course, it was in the time where you could ask your friends and you could have friends over and they maybe knew how to crack some things. And I remember we had this guy who I think he works as a game developer now. He had like blisters on his thumbs from playing so much Nintendo 64, and it was like I could always call him.
Yeah.
But the thing is, already in the first dungeon in the Deku Tree, I already called him. How do I get past this? Blah blah. Blah. Yeah. So yeah, Zelda Ocarina of Time, core memory for me. How did you get acquainted with this
Yeah,
game?
I got the Nintendo 64 console a bit later, so probably like 4 years after it was released, and this game was like on my two must-get list. So it was like I was a big Mario Kart fan on the Super Nintendo beforehand, and a few other games too. But this I thought was going to be pretty special. So I've got a close friend of mine who played it, who loved it, who said it was great, and I sort of played it there. And if I remember correctly. A bit embarrassingly, even in the Deku tree, just to first start with, I didn't realize that you could set fire to the webs, right? So I think that's where I got caught in my little, like, in that little puzzle. But after that, like, I sort of cruised through it. But I was a little bit older, I guess, by that stage too.
Yeah, to get down to fall down.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly to the basement. Yeah, I think when I called my friend, it was even before that. It was in one of those rooms where you get a map or something like that, and you have to maybe shoot with a slingshot to get a ladder going down
Yeah.
one of those rooms at least. I don't know exactly which one, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so look, it's a fun puzzle game. It's got a wonderful story. It's got a really immersive world. But I think that the big sort of thing that just sticks with me is the music score within this is really cool. And I think it doesn't matter where you are, wherever you are in the game, whether or not you're sort of walking out into the Hyrule, like the field or whether or not you're at like the ranch, or whether or not you're at, the castle, or wherever you are, even in the markets and stuff. Just that the music is so iconic. Doesn't matter where you go. And I think that sort of just sits going over and over in the back of your head, right? And so this is a
Yep.
really, I think, special game. And of course, throughout the game, you learn to play, an ocarina, which you're given early on, and you get to play these songs, which help you unlock things and solve puzzles and do all sorts of things. So we're ranking those songs. If I was to talk about the music itself in the game, though, I'd probably say the places like Gerudo Valley or the Hyrule Fields, or even like the forest area and stuff. These are like iconic background soundtrack stuff that I think really is where it's symphonically, brilliant.
I agree with the Gerudo Valley. I think is a great area, soundtrack wise. Uh, Maybe my absolute favorite in this game is the start screen, the select screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's my absolutely my jam. I never grow tired of that. That's the thing. I played this game so much. There's a lot of tunes that maybe I've heard a bit too many times, and I
Yeah.
revisited it also so much that a little bit that nostalgia is wearing off. But that select screen, that soundtrack, never go tired of. Well,
The whole thing is really fantastic. Whether or not it's the boss fights, or whether or not it's the sort of eerie, sort of creepy moments as you're sort of walking around at night time, or whatever it is. There's so many fantastic, like, things that are sort of behind it. But I'd agree with that too. I also look. I really love the stupid things like the markets. Like,
yeah,
I think it's just cool. And Valley is definitely got that like flamenco-y guitar kind of sound, and so that it's pretty broad in terms of the sort of musical scope as well. You have a lot of different sounds and stuff in it too, so it's kind of cool. We didn't discuss what order we're going to go through them in.
here we go from 12 to 1 because the chronological order is a bit difficult here.
Yeah, that's right. So if you did you want to start with what your number 12 is then? What's your
Sure.
12th one?
I'm putting my the Song of Storms, as number 12,
Really?
and
Okay.
yeah, because I'm a little bit like the guy who's playing it. I'm going crazy from it after a while,
Yeah.
Um, I've heard it so many times. Absolutely no doubt about it. It's catchy, but I'm going mad by it as well.
Yeah, okay. My number 12's Sun Song. I think it's lovely, it's
Mm,
light, dun-dun-dun, but in saying that, I think Sun Song is really simple. And so because
okay.
of that, I did, there's not a lot of surrounding sort of tunes and stuff around it for me, but I put that one in as well. I think there'll be some big variances with this, by the way.
I should mention that there is a cool thing with these that you learn these tunes because you have seven, is it seven different? Yeah, you have you have five notes that you can play.
Okay.
What you have the C
Six?
buttons, and then you have the A button. So
Yeah,
there's
maybe.
five, and depending on like what notes you use and where it starts, basically, so what the um, in what key it is, it changes also the mode. So some are in like minor and major, and just Mixolydian or whatever. I'm not great in like modes and this part of music theory, but there is a great video. I'll put a link to it in the description where that just goes through like what mode is every song in and how did it get created this way. It's kind of interesting.
That's
It,
cool. I should have checked that out before we started the video. That's awesome.
oh, um, that said, I would put my number 11 uh, as the iconic Epona song, just because I'm not a big country guy.
Yeah.
I mean, of of course love it, but no, I have to put something on the bottom,
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Epona's going there.
Yeah, okay. I got the Prelude of Light there.
Hmm. Yeah,
So that's what I popped in there. Um, I think that's the other thing that I'm realizing as well is that I'm pretty sure that my ranking has a lot to do with just the memories that they invoke, right? And
of course.
it's like reading a book, or when you open, you smell the pages or whatever. It's with this, it's like you hear a song. I know that if I heard the and any of my top, what would it be? Probably like seven songs, I would smile straight away. Like, and it would just summon something, So, so I've kind of had to build them on that a little bit too,
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Prelude of Light's a little bit later in the game as well. Yeah. Oh, what do you have for
absolutely.
10?
What do I have for 10? I did put Minuet of the Forest there, just because I don't find it too memorable.
Hmm.
Like if I have to think now, how did it go? I cannot reproduce it.
Hmm.
And I mean, yeah, with how many times that I've played this game, it should have stuck with me by now. And it's not like when I hear it that I think, "Oh my God!" either. So this is my number 10, Minuet of the Forest.
Yeah, okay. So at my number 10, I've got Epona's song. So we're close on that one. So,
Yeah,
but it does have the reason it beat the other two especially is the memorabilia part. Like it's, you play it a
yeah,
lot. The Lon Lon Ranch thing is a lot of fun. You spend a fair bit of time around that little area as well at some stage.
yeah,
So at least I did playing those stupid racing games and stuff.
yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
what's
my
next?
number 9
Yep.
is Staria Song. I mean, it's obviously a very catchy tune, but you just hear it a bit too much in the game. Uh, Maybe I also went loco with it, like Darunia, who, ooh, what a beat, hot, hot, hot. But I'm a bit more constrained when I hear it nowadays.
Yeah, okay. I've got for my number 9, I've got Nocturne of Shadow. So
Mm,
I think it's cool. I think it's good. It's sort of somber. It's got those sort of softer, sort of darker feelings to it. But I've got that one there as my number 9. I think it's probably one of the better made songs. Like in terms of like there's more to it. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's the ones that I put high just for bring joy to my life.
different lists we got. Let's see here. Number 8, yeah?
Yep.
Where is my number 8? Which one did I put as my number 8? Oh, yeah, Serenade of Water, I put as number 8.
Hmm.
Also, because it's not too memorable, you don't use it too much, so that also maybe helps. Um, yeah,
I've gone with Requiem of Spirit here.
okay.
So for number 8, I've got Requiem of Spirit. So I think we're yeah, I think we're going to be a little bit similar in the middle is where my gut is. But we'll see with some of your other stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, Number 7, I put the Bolero of Fire.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think that's one of the more memorable warp songs.
yeah, that's right. And it's got that kind of funky, different beat, like or pacing to it, whereas some of the others are slow. It's quite like do 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 do.
Yeah,
It's got
yeah.
that thing.
See, it's
Um,
memorable. Yeah.
oh yeah, absolutely. I could do most of them, I think. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so what number was that? Number 7. So
That's number 7.
yeah, I've got Serenade of Water there. So we're like one off or something for that one.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's also like because the water temple, once you're there, you should not get out. So yeah,
Bloody
yeah,
water
I think
temple. That was the hardest part in the game, in my opinion.
yeah,
For
yeah,
me,
I think
that
most
was,
people think so.
yeah, just that last water level thing, and you go through it and you do it 3 times, you don't realize you have to, yeah. Anyway, so I
Yeah,
think
and I mean,
that's,
you should under no circumstances exit the dungeon once you started. You should go do it in one go, basically. And the thing is that, but then you have one of those likes who can eat your, what is it, your tunic or something. So then you have to go possibly get another one, and then you're confused when you get back into the temple. So if the likes eat your tunic, you just have to, you know, do the console.
Reset thing.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see here. Where are we?
So I just did seven. So you're
Okay, and I
six.
will do number six. And here I put the classic Sans song.
Okay.
Um, I mean, it transforms into the daytime overworld theme,
Yep.
and I just love it. I think it's such a nice, um, yeah,
No progression. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think I like it. It's got that sort of uptick, like we said before. And I know I put it at 12. I get that, but in saying it, like it's to me, it's just very simple. And some of the other ones just obviously have a lot more around, especially when the orchestration is built around it and stuff too. And I
Mhm.
might add, some of these songs are in other like our background music as well, right? And so I think I have a tendency, I think, with the background music stuff, like I'm ranking that a little bit higher because there's more to it, maybe, or at least that's how I remember it, you know. And I
Did you?
might add, I haven't played this game in 20 years.
Oh yeah, I
So this I'm going off memory for these things, whereas you obviously played it yesterday or something.
I played regularly. Uh, yeah, let's see here. Nowadays, I mostly play with my daughter, who also likes. When she started school, she was singing like a Saria song or Stella's lullaby
Yeah.
in the breaks, and all the other kids were like, "What are you singing?" But yeah, um,
I have a younger sister who watched me play this game, and that's actually how she really got. She struggled with reading early on when she was younger, and this is one of the ways she learned to read was playing this game. And so she loved Zelda. She still does love Zelda. It's one of the sort of connective moments. So when I think of this game, I think of her as well, especially as a younger sister who's like 6 years younger than me as well. So she's quite young, or was quite young. Um, Still are if you're out there. But you get my point. So did I say my number six? Because I did Serenade of Water for seven. Did you say your six? Yes,
I said magic.
yeah. So my six is Minuet of the Forest.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
that's where I put my one in. So yours was a little bit later, but I like it. I like all of the forest themes really.
yeah. I put the Prelude of Light as my number five.
Hmm.
It's kind of a happy version of Bolero of Fire. Um, so I guess, well, it's a different scale. I can't remember what. But yeah, that's my number five.
Okay. This is where I put Bolero of Fire. So
Oh
five
yeah.
is where I put that one. So yeah.
Uh, at my number four, I put Requiem of Spirit. That's this minor scale,
Yep.
nice. Yeah.
Okay. So this is where I've got Zelda's Lullaby.
Oh yeah.
So Zelda's Lullaby, I think, is fantastic. I think it's really good. But the top four songs for me could be in any spot, really. I just like all four of them.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Top three.
Here we go.
Uh, I eventually put the classic, majestic Song of Time as number three.
Okay.
This one is, of course, an
It's
epic
the
song.
game's built around, right? So it's huge. It's basically like everything's around that. So this is where I've got Saria's song. So I know you said that you go crazy with a few of them, but that's where I've got this one. I think it's iconic. I just it's such a bright, happy like song. I think it's is it the first one you learn as well?
Uh, no, it's not, but you hear it before
Yeah.
you learn the song because, well, it is.
On
I mean,
repeat.
you get the ocarina from Saria,
Yep.
but then you don't learn anything on it, and then you get to learn Stella's lullaby. Uh,
Right, right. Okay. So yeah, so I've got so what have you got as number two then, my friend?
Let's see here. Then it's of course the dissonant and eerie because I love the dark
Yes.
of Shadow. I put that as number two.
Yeah, I think if I was more familiar with it, as in like I remember it, I definitely do. But for me, it's got this. I think some of the I don't know if it's just the later game stuff. Like I spent less time playing the songs over and over or something. They're just a bit less familiar, and I've gone with the happies and where I remember really well too. And I think that's the other
Yeah,
thing about these songs is they're quite simple, with just a simple note progression or whatever.
they have to
But
be. Yeah.
but they're killer. I think they're really well put together. So for me, Song of Time's number two.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Good choice. Good choice. So I have not kept count, but my number one is Zelda's Lullaby. I
Yep.
think that well, like we concluded, that's the first thing you learn, and just like with Kim Crimson, Link's music career starts out with a bang. Yeah, I think. Yeah, in the end, I think it's just it's a very um, it's a track that just feels so you know självklar. Like the first time, I could not imagine the track in any other way. What do you call it? Like it's
Iconic.
sorry.
I'd say like it's iconic. It's what everything's like. I don't know. It's kind of the I don't know. It's to me. It's just like Song of Time. Zelda's Lullaby and Song of Time are just they're quintessentially Zelda Ocarina of Time. Like that's just what they are. But
Yeah, and it doesn't grow old either. So to me, I think that's deserving of number one. It's catchy. It doesn't grow old. It's epic. It's cute at the same time. Maybe that's just how because you're connected to
to
uh,
Zelda, yeah.
little girl Zelda. But yeah, what?
What does this mean? My number one is. Have you been paying
Yeah,
attention? This
uh,
is where it's quite funny.
is it also? Is it the
No,
same? No,
no,
no.
Song of Storms, my friend.
Oh, really? Oh, damn. Yeah, true. You didn't say. Yeah. Okay. You think that's
Yeah,
so?
I love it. It's actually the first song I learned to play on guitar as well.
Okay. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think I can only play one song of these that I bothered to learn on guitar, and that's uh, the flamenco
yeah.
Gruda Valley.
So I don't know. I love it. I love the catchiness of it. I think there's just something about it. Every time I hear the song, I just smile and laugh, and I think of that guy with this crazy guy with the gramophone. I think of the windmill, and I don't know. To me, it just evokes such a um, yeah, such a cool sort of memory. And I think you use it a fair bit as well, or at least that's in my head. I feel like you do around that graveyard area or something, and but
Depending on your strategy in the game, you can use it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it differed for me. It differed with the playthroughs. Uh,
yeah,
in the early playthroughs, I think I used it a lot.
yeah,
Um, I have to say that if you enjoy this game and you like us enjoy prog rock, you have to check out Dr. Pez BGM's version of the Ocarina of Time soundtrack. There is he made a prog rock epic out of the Ocarina of Time music. So
wow,
like with proper drums, proper instruments, he has horns and everything. Um, it's epic. I will put the link in there because that's just a 5 out of 5 tune for Frog and Zelda lovers.
yeah, cool. I'll have to
It's
check
an
that out too.
amazing piece of work. Yeah, yeah.
I know that this score is so highly celebrated that Nintendo or the producer or whoever of the music, didn't they release some big classical symphonic thing of it at some stage as well?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It came with Skyward Sword. There was like a CD with it where um,
Yeah.
where it was performed by an orchestra. Yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of like outside of the silly idea of hours to rank these songs. What about ranking the games? How many have you played? Which ones? Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, I've
obviously, this one is in the top for me.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
I mean, there's so much nostalgia that plays a part here. So this one, a Majora's Mask. This one takes the cake. This one takes the cake. I probably played, I don't know, six, seven, eight Zelda games, something like that.
Yeah,
At least from start to finish.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the I love Majora's Mask though as well. So I really loved the Majora's Mask, the whole like I don't know, it was a bit more sinister in some ways as well. There was
Yeah.
some cool stuff there, but I haven't played any of the recent ones because I don't game anymore. But for me, it definitely has this. This was definitely the right up there as far as games are concerned, and music score wise, just on the whole, it's I think it's sensational. And we're gonna have another episode where we talk about favorite games and sort of the music behind them specifically, just for well, music, not favorite games, but favorite music, but in games. But I think this one was definitely the best of the Zeldas. Or at least from my point of view, I'm told the newer ones are pretty fantastic too. But there's just something about that classic plot. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I've played Breath of the Wild. I did finish that. I started Tears of the Kingdom, but I didn't finish it. Um, I like it, but it's not. It's not core Zelda for me. It's not exact. I'm not a big sandbox guy, so maybe that's
mm,
it. Although I can see that they needed to do something different, and I absolutely see what's great about it, but
mm.
it's not. You know, classic Zelda is more my kind of game. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think yeah, that's where I sort of stand too. And when after playing
And also
Ocarina,
the aesthetic of this is what I love.
yeah,
I do like the darker, sinister parts of this and also of Majora's Mask, but I think they did not quite uh, do do that as well with Twilight Princess, where they tried to do this darker, sinister thing. Um, and also when they switched over to the Toon Link thing with Wind Waker, I was also not down for it. So I
yeah.
think
So
this is like the golden Zelda.
sort of the golden time. I have a
Yeah,
remastered version which was released on GameCube, I think, which I've played through as well. It has like some Master Quest. It's a bit harder and stuff too,
yeah,
which was kind of funky and cool. So I played this one. Then I know I played Majora's Mask. Then I went back in time and played the Legend of Zelda on a emulator, if I remember correctly.
yeah.
This is the one from like the early '80s or something. And then after that, I did the Four Swords one, and I played that co-op with some friends of mine as well for a bit. And um, I did Wind Waker. I enjoyed that at the time, but I did get a bit bored of bloody floating around in the ocean. Um,
I haven't played Wind Waker to be honest.
okay. And I think, but the last one I played would have been Twilight Princess. So I haven't played anything since, and even Twilight Princess, I don't even think I finished it. Oh no, I did. I did. I finished it with a friend of mine's daughter who was playing through it, and so we just I sort of came in, finished it off, and did those things when she was a bit younger. But um, but yeah. So anyway, look, Zelda obviously has a soft place in our heart, specifically this one, Ocarina. We'd love to hear what you guys have to think. I wonder if anyone's even going to watch it as sort of prog and music nerds, but I don't really give a shit, to tell you the truth. I hope somebody does, but if they don't,
The audience
it's
for
fine.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. That's why we're here for us, not them. But yeah, so anyway, thanks. We'd love to hear what you guys think. You can tell me that I'm crazy and that Simon's right, that Song of Storms is definitely the best or worst in Ocarina of Time
the most
songs.
controversial
Yeah,
Zelda song.
that's right. But otherwise, thanks, Simon. I really appreciate you putting the time in and thinking about this one. And I guess we'll catch up with everybody else later. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Yeah, awesome.
Like,
Thanks, guys. Peace out. I'll see
like and
you all
subscribe.
later. Yeah,
Peace.
please do. Bye.